Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mega Scorchers, the main phase, your weekly source for all trading card game goodness. I am Mac19, host and producer of the show. I press the buttons and stuff, and that's what I do. And joining me this week, as always, we have Nero.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Hello, Nero.
Yeah.
So we're back for another episode. It is November 30th, 2014. Yeah, November 30th? Oh, yeah, November's already gone. Come and gone.
It's time for the Christmas season. Are you ready?
Are you ready for the season of buying and stuff? We already had the season of killing, which was Thanksgiving.
That's fine, because it's just turkeys.
No, I meant like killing because people go shopping. And places were open on Thanksgiving this year, so.
Yeah, I know. That was ridiculous.
Like 6 p.m., 8 p.m. rolled around. They're like, we're open. You know,
Come on, come in and do some groceries.
You know, I kind of feel it's okay because people were already waiting out in the cold most of the time, like 10 hours beforehand. So it just, just might as well just open up. Yeah, I kind of get it. That's where I figured they were kind of coming from with that, giving them the benefit of the doubt. Making sure maybe they were just caring about their customers. They thought, let's just open on Thanksgiving.
No, they're greedy because they don't think about their employees.
That's true. My store was open on Thanksgiving. Did close early.
I had to work on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, me too. Had to clean floors and everything.
I worked till 2:30, but I was there since 6.
Ooh, that's work. All right. Did people buy up all of the produce?
No, not really.
So did you feel it was even worth being open?
Barely.
Yeah. Whatever. But hey, we're here to talk about the card games. Yes. Alrighty. So what we got for you this week, boys and girls? Well, we got some Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon talk for you guys. That's going to kind of be a light show. Probably going to be a fast one. We're having it running on a ghost crew here. And me and Nero are both very tired after this long Thanksgiving of relaxing, hanging out with family members, and working.
Having to put with your family, and I got work. And I don't have a day off till Thursday.
Ooh, so you're quite tired one, and you got to rest up for the work week.
Yep.
Let's get into this then. First thing, the only thing I had to talk about in the Magic scene right now is that the Dual Deck Anthology is coming out, I do believe, the 3rd of December. They're coming out this week. I'll double-check that right now. But we were just thinking right here, it's going to cost over about $100. You get 4 decks. And we're just wondering if, what do you think?
Because it's 4 dual decks, right?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I look at it as, that's right. Technically, you get 8
decks.
decks. But I look at it as like the dual decks. So, yeah, December 5th. So $99.99. Again, you get Elves versus Goblins, Jace versus Sandra, Divine versus Demonic, and Garruk versus Liliana.
First off, dual decks are $20. This is times 4. That's 80. Why is it 100?
You will get 2 spin downs, and they come in some very, very nice deck boxes, I will say.
They were very, very nice stationery.
Well, hey, I will say that's what they did there. They got 2 spin downs, and they were really nice deck boxes. They were shiny. They represented the dual decks in each one very nicely.
Sure,
they were. I obviously didn't hold it, but from our video I've seen, it looks like one of those high quality deck boxes, not like those shitty ones you pay for.
I saw someone hold it. I know it's good dice.
Oh, so those deck boxes are kind of nice, and you get dividers and stuff in it too. So
not worth 100, in my opinion. 60 would have been a nice price for it. It's cheaper than 4 decks, and they're decent decks.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but I know some people who are into other formats were really excited because there's something in here that will be worth. There's something in this whole thing that you're gonna get that's gonna be worth it, but I don't really remember what it was.
Is it like a fucking true name nemesis or something?
I don't know. It's something. Like there's like one or two things here where the reprints are worth it, but maybe not for $100, obviously. But they're that was one thing. Like there's not it's not completely just for fans. Right. My recommendation is if you like the dual decks like I do and you missed out on a chance of getting them, well, this might be a good way to get them. And they'll be nice little updated with the latest card designs and everything. So that'll be cool.
Counterpoint, I'd say no. Spend your money on something better. Someone else you love, or, hell, for $100 you can buy a box.
Hell, man, let me tell you I'm looking right here right now. just to get the first dual deck, like if you had to buy it online eBay, they're asking $100 just for the dual deck.
Well, yeah,
for one dual deck.
Now. It's probably unopened.
Yeah, so if you're a person who wanted to get these, this is actually a value. And if you look at it like that, like you're like, I want to get all the old dual decks.
Those are collectibles. It is a collectible card game.
That is true. So if you wanted to get those and to actually play with them, you have a chance now.
If Pokemon decided to reprint the original set, which are worthless cards, but you still, if you looked back if they released all that set, and then you look back on eBay for an unopened box of the original Pokemon, that's still going to be over $5,000.
Oh, I'm looking at this. This one is definitely not in a box, but it's just in the plastic wrap. They don't have the box. So that's $100 for that. Let's see if they have a non-sealed one. Let's see. I don't really see anybody selling non-sealed ones because at that point they could just buy the singles, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see. I'm just seeing you can get the singles. Oh, wait. Here's one right here. Oh, this is one with the actual box, too. It's $120. Woo. So if you're looking at it like that, you can get all the old dual decks because if you wanted to actually play with them, you could get it for that. Magic, I have recently just updated I finally made an Esper deck.
Okay.
It's playing out pretty interesting right now.
How do you run it?
I have my Ashiok, of course.
Oh, that's of course.
That's of course. I'm just gonna load up the deck right here. Boom, boom, Esper Troll. All right. So the whole idea here is that it's running Esper, so I have access to Suspension Field. Of course, that's a cool card right there. And Hostilities. Those are like the big twos that I wanted to be able to access because Hostilities is like the only world effect in standard right now.
Except no.
To my knowledge, it is.
How many Aether Sprouts do you run?
I run one.
Okay.
Yeah, it does have Aether Spout. I decided to stick with Blind Blight, whatever it's fucking called. I still like having two of those because putting counters on things is sometimes more beneficial.
Bile-Blight?
Yeah, Bile-Blight. That's it. Thank you.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. My counter lineup. I went with 4 Dissolve, 1 Nullify, and just 1 Disdainful Stroke.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I went with. Now, the reason I went with the Nullify, because sometimes you don't want to pay 3 with Dissolve, and you want that 1 extra open to do something else.
That's true.
So if you need to do another counter. Now, I know it only hits creatures and aura spells, but right now there's a lot of key things you want to hit are kind of creature spells.
Most people are running that one that says counter to target creature spell with power 4 or greater.
Oh, I have that one. Yeah, I have one of those. That one's like... That's this Disdainful Stroke, or whatever. Stroke. Yeah, Stroke.
That's it. That's the one.
So that was my counter lineup. I don't like playing more than 6 counters. Like, if you get playing more than 6, then I think you're, like, running too many.
You're not running blue, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, sorry. Well, sorry. That's what I think.
Anything that returns things to the hand, like Voyage's End.
Next, the other Planeswalker I decided to end in was Sorin. That's kind of my other win condition. He's going to be dropping those tokens that I like to. Now, I don't like Elspeth. I should be playing Elspeth, but I don't like Elspeth. Condition. I know, but I run Sorin. I just
want the field and everything big, then make counters and counters.
Yeah,
and counters.
No, I just don't like I just don't want to run Elspeth. That's just me.
Sorin is good though.
Yeah, Sorin is what I have there. The only other weird thing I have in here is I'm running Divination. I like even though I don't like Jace's Integrity because it costs so much. Although there are benefits for being an instant.
But
I want to sometimes if I'm going to be using a draw card, then I want to be able to do something after I draw the cards. So I know Walter was talking about some other card that's a hybrid of the two that I can't remember what it was.
Treasure Cruise, is that it?
Treasure Cruise is one I was considering, but I did not want to run Treasure Cruise.
I would if you run.
I wanted to try Divination first, and then if I didn't like the way it worked out, I was going to do Treasure Cruise because Delve is really really good. Can you imagine if I can just play that card for free? That would be really nice. Well, no, 1 blue potentially.
It costs 1 blue no matter what.
Yeah. So 1 blue I could potentially play it for, so that's nice. Then I run 4 Thoughtseize. Nice. So that's pretty much how it's working out. So far, I kind of like it. I like being able to use Suspension Field. That was like something I really wanted to be able to use. Just being able to drop an enchantment on something that's toughness 3 or greater and get it off the field is real nice. I was trying Last Breath for a while, but I keep going back and forth. I kind of like Suspension Field a little bit more right now. But we'll see. Things could change. That's what I've been playing in the Magic Worlds. Yeah,
I haven't
that's
been playing.
You've been working on Thanksgiving, apparently. That's what you've been doing.
I've been working on this. That's a little bit.
Yeah, you've been playing your Smash Bros.
Yes, I have been.
Yes, you have been. Did you get all the trophies yet?
That's I don't even know how many there are.
It's got to be like over 1,000. No, I don't know. It might be a
on
little
my
much.
3DS, I got 500. On this one so far, I got like almost 400. So
Jesus Christ. Maybe I wasn't joking when I said I maybe fell over 1,000.
it's getting limited though for over 500. I think I'd guess there's about 650.
Okay, I was about to say, geez, I was joking around with 1,000, but damn, that could have been true.
That could have been true.
Anything you've been interested in making lately?
Don fan. That's not the Pokemon.
You just want to get on this Pokemon train again, don't you?
Yeah.
The Don fan.
Don
Still a
fan.
solid one. I've been seeing lots of people play it.
It's so good.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people do expanded format, which we can talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later.
Yes. But in Magic, that's about all it. There's some interesting stuff still going around. Mid-range stuff I still feel is the most popular.
I don't know why.
Yeah, but I've seen some. I've seen a couple Esper stuff pop up, but not really.
I mean, there's a lot. The format is great for almost anything. That's what's
yeah, it's really nice right now. Like, all these different mid-range decks are doing very good. Control decks. I've been loving seeing. I love that I've been seeing all the white control decks as well. Really
blue,
interesting.
white, yeah, that's usually what they want.
Yeah. So I love that I've been seeing all that. That's
I was
very
thinking
cool.
of adding some white to my mono blue deck just for hostilities.
Yeah, I think that is the big reason why people have even been playing it like that, just so they can have access to that.
Can you imagine they didn't have end hostilities and there was no board wipes in the entire standard format?
I think it's because people still have growing pains for losing Supreme Verdict. All those Esper players are like, no, I lost my Supreme Verdict. What am I going to do?
The Supreme Verdict has is the fact that it can't be countered.
Yeah, so they were really sad about that. Oh, well. Well, we got end hostilities.
End hostilities cost one more to do it, but... You know what? If they're going to bring this back, might as well bring back the day. Next course set, bring back Day of Judgment.
Fuck that, it's all about Wrath of God.
Same thing. Oh, no. Wrath of God's slightly better.
It just says they can't be regenerated. I think that's the only difference.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
Big
just
whoop.
in case it's there.
Big
like
whoop.
Flash Troll was. Bam.
Big whoop. Watch, they'll bring back Wrath of God in a set, and her just in a format where there literally is no regeneration. That'd be hilarious. Like, I will use this card, even though there is no regeneration.
It's a good way to pick it up.
Yes, it is. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going down in Magic. A lot of, the format's pretty interesting. All the mid-range stuff is really cool.
Anything in the comments saying anything?
No.
Okay. Let's move on to you, go.
They say that's a lot of trophies. All that Brawl talk. I mean, that Smash Bros. Wii U talk.
It's crazy. There's too many damn trophies.
Too many damn trophies.
Too many damn collectibles in that game. You could be playing it for years.
Yeah. I got some things. So I guess we'll move on to some Yu-Gi-Oh. There's some things I want to talk about in Yu-Gi-Oh. Then we got this card right here. Oh man! All right. Yeah, this card.
That's a pretty fucking broken card.
This is a monster card for you guys to know. First we came. What is this? The card that just came out. That Cold Wave type of card that just came out. The monster. I have no idea how to pronounce her name. Pretty much, she's summoned. Your opponent can't activate the set cards and cannot set spell or trap cards.
Oni Ragiki.
Yeah, that's what this new card is. This new card, what it is?
It means demon, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What this one says is neither when it's it's on face up in the field, neither player can activate spell cards during main phase 1. So if you could think about that, this fucking guy, they brought out this first guy that was Cold Wave. Now they bring out this fucking guy. Holy shit! Talk about protecting all your fucking shit. Like, it's so weird that Konami's just making these cards that are so damn good when they brought on the field. Like, if you thought that your normal summon was super important, now it's even more important because now you can bring out this guy. And keep in mind, he's a fucking light too, so this guy can be protected from Honest if you wanted to. And he's got a beefy body, 1,800 attacks, nothing to snuff at.
But he's only got 100 defense.
That's normal though. That's what they figured out that a long time ago. They can't have like high defense when they have high attack.
Well,
so this card,
1,200 would have been fine, but
yeah.
You get
so this card,
this guy gets attacked, you're getting slammed.
Yeah. So seeing Konami make more cards like this is very interesting to me because they brought that last chick in the last set where it was pretty much Cold Wave, and now we've got this guy that just says they can't activate spell cards during phase 1. which is huge. Because think about it. If you have to go to main phase 2 to activate your spell cards, there's nothing worthwhile to activate during, maybe your search cards. But usually you're searching cards out so that you can do your OTKs and shit. So you and I could be able to attack with whatever you do. It is just a very interesting lock card. They'll at least have to run it. Let's say worst case scenario, like they'll have to. No, not even worst case scenario. Like the big thing you might have to do, just like the easiest way to get rid of it, is like you just have a monster and you attack over it. Because most of your combos are coming off using your spell cards to get the key pieces you need in most decks. So a lot of things are just inherent. Like, Centella Knights can do shit without having spell cards. But Shadalls, they need to activate that Shadal fusion. So, yeah, they can do that during main phase 2, but then they're not going to attack over this guy until the next turn. Slows things down. This card is very interesting that they're doing this. The next card I have here is Dance Princess of the... Now, this is what I was talking about the Necloths before. This is what they're going to be called now. Nekroz, yeah. Oh my god, this fucking bitch. Okay, so level 4, 1600 attack, 800 defense, sorry. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of Nekrov's ritual spell cards. Also, the ritual monsters you control cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects.
Ooh.
Oh my god. So, if you play this and then go off your ritual spells, they cannot respond to the ritual spells. That's nuts. Oh my god.
Can't do shit.
Like that's just let's say you're playing those ritual guys. You're playing against them, and then they drop this princess. You know they're about to go for game because they're only going to drop this princess if they want to guarantee their victory. They're not just going to, some bad players will play it and then make one ritual monster and call it a day. But good players will save this for when they want to go for the win and they want to assure their victory. Now, that's not all this does. There's more.
No. I was going to say there's more.
If this card is tributed by a card effect, you can target one of your banished Nekroz monsters. Nekroz, whatever. Fuck. I like Nekloths were better.
Necro.
Whatever. Except Dance Princess, and add the target to your hand. And you like these effects once. So she's got some recyclability in her, which is really cool too. Holy shit! That first effect where they can't respond and your virtual monster can't be targeted. That takes. Talk about extra protection for already a powerful deck.
If Gandhi was here, he'd be telling me all the ways you could use these cards.
Yeah. Well, no, that's basically the best way to use this. Like, yeah, it has a recycling ability, which is nice if you're, let's say, using it for the ritual spells. Yeah, you'll just drop it in there, so it won't be a dead card to only use when you need to drop a game. But yeah, the big way I think this will be used is that they'll drop it, and then they'll go off of the rituals when they have the game for the ritual spell combos. Because it will help ensure that the combos will not be interrupted. Because if you can't respond, and then once you can't respond, it's going to resolve. Then your ritual monster in the field, and that can't be targeted by opponent's card effects. So shit, that's really tough. And then the recycling ability again, like you just use it for the ritual spells. It will be in the graveyard or it'll be somewhere else, and you can just use it and tribute it off, and then they recycle stuff. It's really nice. Remember those ritual guys, they tributing is part of their mechanics, so it'll be pretty easy to tribute this thing off. So just a really amazing card for these ritual monsters that are going to be coming out soon that are already super good, and now they're going to be even better. They're going to be even fucking better. Oh my god, it blows my mind. Like, this could be... we were joking last couple, 6 months ago that we thought Shadalls were going to be a tier 0 format, but you know what? Fuck, we were wrong. I think these ritual guys are going to be a tier 0 format. That's what I think.
You say that now.
I will say that now. That is my prediction. And if I'm wrong, I'll be wrong. But that is my prediction. That's my prediction.
Just look at Burning Abyss.
Burning Abyss is still doing very strong. Which brings up the next thing. So with the big three right now, Shadalls, Burning Abyss, and Qwilforts. Qwilforts obviously won the last freaking YCS, so there's no surprise there. And I know Chicago... let's see. I don't know. Ultra Reality Games was today. I don't know what won. ARG Chicago. Let's see. I'll check out right now. I don't know if it ended yet. It was today and yesterday, so I don't know if it finished. Let's see. Top 16 deck list. Yes, let's see. The top 16 deck list. Oh, Burning Abyss won.
I knew it.
Yeah, so Burning Abyss. Yeah, actually a lot of Burning Abyss.
Burning Abyss just sounds awesome.
Yeah, Burning Abyss was the most in The top 16.
All 16 spots for Burning Abyss.
No, we had some Shaddolls in there too, but yeah. So if ARG's winning with a lot of Burning Abyss, and then last YCS was Qliphorts, I think those are,
now
objectively.
It's time for Shaddolls to win.
Yeah, they took a hit because they lost some support there, which by losing their super polymerization, they lost a lot of support there.
Oh, they banned that.
They put it down to 1. So before people would run 3 just so they could see it. But now they can't see it, so they're not really, dropping it this much.
Something they can search out it that's easy?
No, nothing searches it out.
No,
sadly. It's something that searches out normal polymerization. Which no one's using that, because you got to use Shaddol Fusion to make Shaddolls, or fucking Super Poly. So, whatever. Anyway, so Burning Abyss and Qliphorts are definitely the top 2. Burning Abyss, at least in America, is like... fuck, ARG, look at top 16. Almost all of them were fucking Burning Abyss, so I guess that shows something.
Just look at the name Burning Abyss.
Yeah.
How does it not, turn you and want you to play?
Yep, and getting a Virgil was a big thing. That Synchro monster is very powerful. Being able to shuffle a card back into someone's deck is really fucking powerful. So my predictions going forward is that it'll definitely be a Tier 0 format with the old Neekloths. I'm still calling them Neekloths. It's just easier. It's like calling them. It's like calling them the. What were they called? Oh no, I already forgot. God, the incarnate. Yeah, the incarnate dragons. They used to be called that. Oh man, I remember that. That was funny. And Burning Abyss will be a strong second. I don't know. I just don't know what Burning Abyss is gonna do against the fucking Atrishula people drop turn 1, and then they keep dropping Atrishulas.
On the ban list.
Yeah, maybe they'll hit something, but not initially because they're gonna want the product to sell. So, very interesting.
Yeah. When the new set comes out, they want Necros to sell. Yeah. Oh, Burning Abyss is taking it.
Next, what I've been playing in Yu-Gi-Oh! I revamped my Frog deck yet again. I think I finally have a build that I'm kind of satisfied with, and an extra deck. I mean, a side deck that I am happy with as well. The big thing is I'm rocking the Defusions again and the Chain Disappearances for the Burning Abysses. In the Qliphorts, I am running Spell Canceller and Spell Shattering Arrow. The quick play spell card, it says destroy all face-up spell cards, and then the opponent takes 500 for each one. So if they're running their, Pendulum monsters, which in the Pendulum Zone they're treated as spell cards, well, that gets rid of them nice, quick, and easy. It saves your MSTs. Well, that's nice. I did mess around with my my quick draw deck for the pre-show. It's not holding up as well. Those days are long gone now where you can just run that. Unless you're running like Quasar, yeah, there's no point. There's no point to make some kind of full-blown. Even with Global being back, it's just not worth it. It just can't keep up. So it's totally a fun deck status now, which is really weird. One of the top-tier decks that I used to play back in the day is just shit now. Power creep, man. Power creep. And that's about it. Let's see. What else? I've tried anything else? I wasn't trying anything wacky. I know I was playing around with Satella Knights some more because I wanted to learn how the burn stuff works for a while. I haven't seen many people play Satella Knight burn, which I thought I would see more of that because, Qliphorts are paying life points a lot. So, you could probably catch them off guard and, burn them for the last bit of life they got. But hey, you never know. Oh, man. I'm just like, when these ritual monsters come out, I don't know what the hell they're going to make to beat these things. Like, they're going to have to go... Power creep is going to be so big after... I don't know what they're going to do when they have to beat the ritual monsters. Like, what are they going to make to be better than that? Jesus Christ. They're going to make pendulums even better. Just because they make the best pendulum monsters that ever existed. And they'll be like, well, we got to go back to pendulums. Fuck rituals. They seem to be doing that thing where they're like... Cause, we had... It's really weird. One of the most two powerful decks we had recently was a fusion deck with Shaddolls, which you never thought that, and then the new pendulum thing. So I think what's coming up now is that rituals are going to be really powerful, obviously, and then they're going to have another pendulum deck be really good. I think that's what they're trying to do, like throw back to something old and make it good, like some old game mechanic. To make it again, like maybe Synchros will get some love again somehow. Which would be very interesting. I would love to see if they did that, if they do that. So those are my weird predictions. And those are the decks I've been playing. I guess we'll go into some Pokemon now.
Hold on, can we jump back to Magic real quick?
Oh, you got something else you want to say? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Did you see that unconfirmed card if it's not confirmed yet? You want to talk about that?
Oh, you're talking about the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all legitimate. I saw that pop up a while ago, but then all the legitimate sites were starting to talk about, it, so it made me think it was legitimate.
Should
But
we talk about it?
well, I think it's cool that if it's real, it could put a card face down. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Nah,
but it's so unconfirmed, you know.
Yeah, I know. That's so weird though. Permanent face down.
That would be really cool though.
That's making me laugh. I turn.
Does that? Here's the thing. Do you know a little bit in terms of the lore? In terms of the lore, does that make sense for the lore?
Absolutely. Ugin was the dragon who helped cast away the Eldrazi. It's in the.
And the best way to cast them away is to put him face down.
He put him away, yeah, and pretty much he died though by Bolas's hand. And before he died, because Sarkhan is hearing dragon voices in his head, so it's assumed that it's Ugin.
Yeah, well,
it's somehow still alive and put.
Anyways, he has so pretty much he's got a lightning bolt. You know, that's pretty.
It costs 9 though. That's the most of any planeswalker ever.
Well, he's got a lightning bolt plus 3.
He is colorless. You can throw him in anything.
Yeah. The next is -2. Is again these are the alleged. You know, this is not. This could be fake. It's turned face down. How does that work though? I actually don't know if something doesn't have morph. How does it become face back up again?
Turn target permanent face down. It loses all abilities. I believe if any permanent is face down for anything, it can morph for 3. So in order to get back, you would have to pay 3.
Oh, that's just how it works mechanically.
I believe, yeah. Which means that for any permanent they have to reface it back up for 3, or something like that.
Interesting. And then his last one.
Forever, it's just an exile, which is amazing.
Next is cast any number of planeswalker cards you own from your outside of the game without paying their mana cost. That's where the part that makes me think this is like far-fetched.
No, because there was a card that said that for an Eldrazi.
Yeah, but how does that work outside the game?
If it's a Grand Prix or any kind of tournament, it's only side deck only.
Oh, so that counts.
If it's casual, you can go to your collectible box and just throw down planeswalkers.
Yeah. So sideboard. So wait, that would encourage people to change their sideboards to put planeswalkers in them?
If you really want, try to go for that.
So all right. So here's if this thing's real, no one's gonna use this final. No way. There's no incentive to use that. That's useless. The first is great. A lightning bolt on legs.
Something else.
Why not? Because if you drop it for 9 and then 7, 8, 9 goes up to 9, that's a lot of damage they gotta kill. They gotta do a lot of damage to it to start killing it. And
it goes with 10. It starts with 7.
Oh yeah, it goes with 10. Whoops, sorry. It's because it's plus 3. I thought it was plus 2. Wow. Oh, so it's even better. So it goes up to 10. So that's a lot of damage you gotta devote to killing the dragon over your opponent, over your the actual player. And it dropping lightning bolts for free each turn seems pretty powerful to me. Just saying. And being things for turn face down, that would help a lot. Because for like just winning the game. Let's say they have some like, enchantment that's really giving you trouble. Well, what if face down? Let's say they got a big old baddie that says I can't be, done. I can't be destroyed or something. Indestructible. Put it face down. And now here's what I don't get. Now if it's enchantment put face down, you have to pay 3. But if it's a creature and puts face down, is it still a creature on the field you can block with? That's where it all confuses me. Very interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's something we got to look up.
Okay, so here's somebody posted. When something is turned face down, it turns the permanent into a 2/2 colorless creature. As far as the game concerned, any face down card is a 2/2 colorless creature. Whether or not it has morph or not is up to it. So since it doesn't have morph, it won't have the ability to flip. So it would pretty much just turn that card into a 2/2 creature.
Okay, so you could do that with an enchantment. It would turn into a creature, and you could
do it to a land, and then end hostilities and pull it up.
Interesting.
It's too much for 9 though, but for commander or something like that, this is gonna be a must-play card.
God, I would debate that's. I know that's 9's a lot, but damn, I debate I'd play them, just for those first 2.
Fuck, it's a pre-release. I'm definitely putting him in there.
Yeah.
Look at that artwork though. I hope that's real. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think that. God, it could be because I've seen that artwork before. That's what I'm saying. Like, was the artwork used before?
No, I've never seen that.
You never seen that before? I could have sworn I saw because I saw oh, you know why? Because I saw this before the major sites were posting about it, so that's probably why I think I saw it before. Yeah, so there you go. There's that dragon. Ooh. Jumping back around to Pokemon.
Okay.
Expanded format. This is what I'm talking about. Man, ever since Pokemon Online updated to run expanded format, people have been playing the shit out of some expanded format. Holy crap. I think it's people are really excited that they can use Level Ball with new stuff.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then, of course, man, Rayquaza decks. I've seen Speed Lugia decks again. Oh my god, Lugia is so much more powerful with all the new cards added in.
Oh, what cards? What card powers them up?
Well, let's see. You get all your access to all the plasma stuff again. So you got your Colress machines. You got your fucking your Deoxyses and everything. You got the Lugia itself again. But then you got things like Lysander and stuff now. Now you can pick stuff off even easier. Like, ever since Catcher got, hit. So now you're not really, going to be running Catcher.
Ah, I understand. Ah, yeah.
So now you can always guarantee you're hitting an EX and then getting like 3 prizes. So that's literally what? 1, 2. That's like 2 battles. Yeah. Shit. Whew. Speed Lugia is really powerful. Really powerful. And also, what people forget is plus power.
Oh, that's bad. That's such an evil card. Dude, on Yveltal, that's just evil.
And the people have been using Speed Lugia because, sometimes you don't have that third Deoxys to play down.
True.
You just put the plus power on there. That gives it the extra 10. Nuts, isn't it?
Yeah. Most people use it with B2EX and Yveltal. They just go double colors turn 1. Well, they can't attack now turn 1, but it's, turn 2. Double colors. So that's 4 energy. Power plus.
Yeah.
So now it does 60 times 20, which is 120. Oh, sorry, that's 30 times. So now it's 30 times 6, which is what is it? Hold on. 6 times 30 is what? 60 times 6. Yeah. 6 times 30 is what? Forget.
Huh? What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not paying. I was looking at something. 6 times 30.
180. 180, right?
I'm doing it right now. 180. Yep. 180.
And then that's an automatic kill on most EXs.
Yeah, it is.
Turn 2.
Turn 2. So that's nuts. That's what I've been seeing. So I'm just saying that in expanded format has been embraced heavily, at least in the digital side of Pokemon. Like, a lot of people have been enjoying playing it.
Because they can kill so fast now.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yep.
That's going to be the deck I'm going to use, by the way. It's going to be nothing but Mewtwo EX, Yveltal EX, Double Colorless Energy, and Power Plus.
Oh, yeah. No, something I forgot to add into the overview.
Steams.
Something I totally forgot to add in the overview. All right. For a brief moment, the 2015 Pokemon World Championships details were up on the official Pokemon site, and then they were taken down within like 30 minutes. But people, of course, have taken screenshots of it and everything. So I will drop the link in the chat room to a forum that has it, stuff like that.
What is it? Where is it going?
So the big. Okay, so it's going to be in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay.
That's where it's going to be. There's some other big changes as well. Players who have not Players who have not. Okay, sorry. Players who do not receive an official invite for Pokemon Organized Play can compete in side events, which to watch the main event or participate in other activities. But there will be no last chance qualifier this time.
Okay.
So this will be the first time there won't be a last chance qualifier. So you need an invite to pretty much go. You can't just show up day of, and get that. Next, they changed the amount of championship points you need to compete for Masters. What is it? Let's see. It goes Masters. Yeah, Masters, Seniors, Juniors. Okay, so Masters you only need 300 now. For Juniors, you need 250. And you need 200 for Junior.
Yeah.
Before it was 500, 500, I think 400, and then like 300. I think
they really, I guess, want to open it up to people.
Yeah. So even though they don't have last chance qualifiers anymore, they made it so that it's a lot easier to get in terms of your points, which is interesting. And certainly in South Africa, you only need to do 200. So other countries, just because they probably don't have as much. So there you go. Okay. There were other changes as well. Let's see. There was something about... What is it? Okay. Here's what it is. All right. Certain players will have invitations where they do not have to play the first day of the tournament. So they're going to have the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the first day will be, the top 16 players from U.S. and Canada rating zones, and then it'll be the top 22 players from Europe, Top 8 players from Latin America. Top players that. Okay, so let's see. So the way it works is all right. So all players at Friday. All players with Friday invitations will play Swiss rounds. Players will be players with the required number of match points based upon the number of attendance will move on. Because obviously you don't know how many people. Let's see. Let's see. Swiss rounds will advance to day 2 on Saturday. If there are 4 rounds, you'll need 6 points. If there are 5 rounds, it'll be 9. If there are 6 rounds, you need 12, etc., etc. All right. So then the thing that changed here: Saturday Swiss rounds for players who earn day 2 invitations and this document sucks. Okay, Saturday Swiss rounds for players who earn a day 2 invitation and players who advance from Friday. So if you're one of the people who got Saturday invitations, you don't have to do anything on Friday. You just show up on Saturday, and if you got the invitation for Friday, if you win on Friday, you move on to the Saturday events.
Well, if you did that, I would still show up on Friday just to see be a part of it. It's fun.
Yeah. Then also Friday is a completely new tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So you could allow to use completely new deck and everything like that. It's literally just a new tournament made up of the players who got the Saturday invites and the players who won from Friday.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, what I like about that is that it makes it more of like a grand event. Like, let's say you weren't... Obviously, the Saturday people are the people who have got invitations from last year and stuff like that, who would just get into the higher brackets. Friday is more of you had to earn your way to the top, which is really cool. And then from there, you can change your deck up again based on what you saw or what the new player base is, something like that. It makes it more of like a grand world event, and I really like that. I like that a lot. Then on late Saturday, a top cut of 8 players will compete in a single elimination round. And then from there, Sundays is the finals.
Okay.
Next, they changing the prizing structure.
Alrighty.
So, how much do you think you're getting now?
Is it still college funds?
It's still skill scholarships, yes.
How much was it before? Like 40,000?
Like 10,000, I think, for first place. Yeah.
Probably up to 50 right now.
Okay, so for first place, you will get... So, okay, all players who have an invitation to World Championships will receive an exclusive Pokemon World Championship welcome kit, blah, 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 blah. Okay, the top 32 finishers in each of the 3 age group divisions will receive the following scholarship. First place, $25,000. Second place, $15,000. Third and fourth place, $7,500. Fifth and sixth place, $5,000, and so on and so forth. This goes all the way up to 32. So if you just make it to the 32 in the finals, you're guaranteed $1,500. That's pretty nuts. They've expanded it out. They never went up to 32, and they made the prize pool bigger.
They're handing these scholarships out, man.
Yeah, well, what I like about this is because, again, it makes it more grand. I think the tournament structure is way more competitive this time with the whole 2 tournament thing. It's really different. And, of course, from first and fourth place, if you get, a trophy, you get the points equivalent to, so you're good for next year. You get the travel award for the winner of the next year. You get 2 boxes of the most current set. Oh, man. Oh, that's a lot. And you get that expansion for the year, and then you get the factory sealed of all the last 4 most expensive set.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's all the stuff they had last year too, though. Pretty much only changes that prize, that scholarship has gone up like nuts. Whew. Let's see. You have to register online for spring. You have to prove that your age, and you have to make sure that your entry points are recorded accordingly. That's the last nitty gritty stuff. So, what does this all mean? This went up for a second and then went down. So I don't know if it was some weird thing, but it was official.
No, we're not charging that much for scholarships. Jesus.
So what I like, my final, like I said before, I love that this makes. I honestly feel this makes it way more competitive. It makes it way more grand, more like a world stage should be. Because if you look at it before, it was pretty much a glorified regional. The Worlds, there was really nothing super special about it other than the prizes. That's about it. I think that's really cool. Hope all that is true. It was official when it was up for 30 minutes or whatever it was. And I'm really excited for that. Next thing I wanted to talk about. Gengar deck.
Mega Gengar deck?
It is a Gengar-focused deck. It does run Mega Gengar, but that is not the focus. It's a Gengar deck through and through. It's supposed to exploit the whole Was it is Dark Corridor? Is it the one where it's yeah, Dark Corridor? I think what does that one do again? Doesn't it say it's like your opponent's etched Pokemon is now poisoned, and then you switch. Yeah. So it's a switch. It's pretty much just a glorified Donphan deck that uses poison instead of damage. So you do 60, poison the Pokemon, you get out of there.
I don't see Donphan, so it's not Donphan.
Well, no, because the idea of Donphan is you do damage, you get out of there, and put something else out in front. So the things he's got here is he's got like Trevenant, and he's got Sigilif, and he's even got a was it Reshiram, the one that has Outrage, the fire one.
Yeah, I have like 3 copies of it.
For Outrage. So it's pretty much
ultra rare version.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the idea of the deck. That it's like taking the idea of like taking Donphan strat, but applying it with a different Pokemon. Like Gengar, he's poisoning, doing 60, and getting out of there. He's got things like Burbank City Gym, and that's cool. I do not see.
On his deck,
I don't remember his logic for not running the
Hyper-Toxic Laser.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just maybe it was just a room thing. And it even runs the Robo Substitute as well, which is really cool. And yes, it does have Mega Gengar EX. If you're, you never know. Sometimes it's really cool to play that, but it's definitely not the focus of the deck because he's kind of shitty as fuck. Giving up your turn for just a Phantom Gate, which just lets you use your opponent's attack. Yeah, that's kind of not too cool. Like once in a while, you could maybe get off a really powerful attack for cheap. So, yeah, I don't know. Like it's not really worth it. That's why he's only running 1. Plus, it's weak to darkness, and so is Gengar. So, good luck trying to beat Yveltal deck. I think you just lose to a Yveltal deck, to be completely honest.
Yveltal Virizion would just kick his ass, wouldn't it?
Yes. And I just thought it was an interesting deck, taking the same idea of like, hey, what's a powerful deck? Donphan. Well, it's kind of like Donphan. That Gengar poisons and pops out of there. Well, that's cool. Hey, it's resistant to fighting, so if you do face that Donphan deck, might work out a little good. Might work out well for you.
Yeah.
Pokemon is very interesting. I love seeing all these different diverse decks. Oh, Yveltal is still I've seen the most. I see some people really experiment making like proprietary Substitute decks again.
Mm-hmm.
It was really interesting because for a while there, and then when it first came out, it was people were trying to do that, and then they went back to it's just a good companion Pokemon. But now they're trying to make it a dedicated deck again. I think maybe that's because I just really don't know why people are trying that again. Maybe because they're the Robo Substitute type stuff. Maybe because there's more things you could switch into that can stall for time. Something I really don't know why. But I've seen that pop up quite a bit. And I've seen some people, try out the metal stuff. Mostly people are just using, what's his name? Anguslash, whatever his name is.
Anguslash?
Yeah, just for the idea of just stopping people's special energy from, being utilized very well.
No double colors for you.
No double colors, which is really,
No strong energy for Donphan.
Yeah, it can be powerful, so.
Can be. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah. That's all I've seen in terms of popping up new. I've seen fairy decks gone down significantly. No one's really playing that anymore.
No.
I think because, we now have a format where special energy can be destroyed easily.
Yep.
So putting all your eggs in one basket, completely relying on the rainbow energy, does not seem very viable, I'm guessing, to people.
Absolutely not. Not with Anguslash there.
Yeah, and they have the Enhance Hammer too. So there's a lot of special energy destruction. So I've seen that decrease quite heavily. And that's about it. And then a lot of people have been accepting, expanded format play, which is really cool. Rayquaza EX. Oh man, that deck was. I see why that deck was so powerful back in the day. It's so oh god, it's so powerful. To be able to power up a Rayquaza in debatably turn 1 or turn 2 is fucking crazy.
One hit KO anything, yeah.
Oh my god, like fuck that Lugia is powerful. But so is Rayquaza. Those are the two fastest decks in expanded format. And it just blows my mind how fast those decks are. So fast, so fast.
Scary.
Very scary. Going back to the World thing real quick. Expanded format is not going to be at Worlds.
I figured.
It's weird. They're regionals, they do that, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe they were just trying it out for a while. Then again, none of that's super official. Maybe that's what they decided to change something. Probably why they took it down. So hopefully we'll get more official announcements soon, because that happened about a week ago, I think.
If they did that, they would have to have the same decks over and over again. Well, so they don't want that. They want fresh. It's just like the standard format in Magic.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's about it then. That's all I really wanted to talk about.
I mean, you said yourself, Rayquaza Electros is just dominating that four-way.
Pretty much, that's all I see people playing. Like, I've seen some kooky things, but, when they face the Rayquaza, they're not working out really well. Yeah, so that's all I had to say. So I think that's probably where we'll stop the show, unless there's anything else you wanted to get off your chest.
Nah.
Yep. All right, so sorry for a fast show, guys. Hopefully, what did we go for, about an hour?
We went for about an hour.
Oh, it worked out pretty well. Yeah, sorry we got low on the energy, guys, but we'll be back next week. Next week will most likely be our last show for the year. We'll take our usual holiday break. We don't know if we'll be back towards the end of January or right before January ends or not. So we'll let you know. Obviously, follow the site and everything to let us know, so you know when it gets updated. Of course, Twitter and the Facebook, of course, as well. Yeah, so that'll be our show. It's episode at 93. I want to thank Nero for joining us, of course.
No problem.
Yes. Oh, excuse me. And that will be our show. Catch you all next week. Peace out, home dogs.
See ya.